Maple Grove going to have it?
Right out in front, they score!
Welcome to Sports Jam. I'm John Jacobson.
And I'm Jay Wilcox. This week on the show, a look ahead to the section playoffs in both soccer and football, plus highlights from section girls tennis.
And in our Sports Jam spotlight, Jason Melillo profiles Park Center football standout Amani Hooker. Let's get it started with the last week of the regular season in football. Maple Grove looked to close with their fourth straight win as they build momentum into the Class 6A playoffs. The Crimson hosting Shakopee in Week 8. First quarter, and on the jet sweep, the Crimson's Isaac Collins finds a running lane, and with his speed, he's able to outrace the Sabres defense and scores on a 45-yard run. Maple Grove leads 7-0 after a quarter. Same score in the second quarter. Brad Davison throws a perfect ball to Teddy Rash, who catches it and then bounces off the goalpost. Crimson lead 14-0 at the half. Though Shakopee's defense was pretty tough most of the night, they did give up some big plays, including a 51-yard run by Collins in the third quarter. Maple Grove shuts out Shakopee 28-0, and they finished the regular season 6-2.
Like Maple Grove and Shakopee, Wayzata and Eden Prairie also play in the West Metro South Subdistrict. The longtime football powers met up on the Eagles' home field as Eden Prairie looked to extend its winning streak. It's Wayzata getting on the board first, though, as Keyshawn Alexuk gets a nice crease and then will just stretch the ball over the goal line. The Trojans miss the PAT and they lead it 6-0. And up 7-6, Eden Prairie star J.D. Spellman takes the handoff and looks for a little room. He stretches the ball out and reaches the goal line just before the ball comes out. It's 13-6 Eagles. In the second quarter, Eagles quarterback Jackson Randall fakes the handoff to Spellman and keeps it himself around the left side. Randall scores and Eden Prairie is up 26-6 at halftime. In the third quarter, Spellman strikes again for Eden Prairie. He gets into the secondary and the Trojans won't catch him. Eden Prairie rolls to a 33-13 win as Wayzata ends the regular season at 6-2. Cooper was hoping to get a piece of the Suburban Red Sub-District title when they faced unbeaten Spring Lake Park. The Panthers hoping to seal up a #1 seed and Sub-District title. Spring Lake Park strikes early as Zachary Ojile pitches to Isley Carrington, and he sweeps in for the 22-yard touchdown, the start of a big offensive night for the Panthers. Next drive, and Phillips Howard's pass is tipped and then intercepted by Aaron Flink. He takes off down the sideline and returns it 42 yards to the Cooper 10. It sets up a TD, and the Panthers go up 14-0 just 4 minutes in. Cooper comes back, though. Howard is on target to Jordan Brown for a 19-yard scoring strike. The Hawks are within 14-7 after the opening quarter. They struggle to stop the Panthers' ground game, though. Carrington takes it in for a 6-yard run, and it's 21-7. Cooper again responds as Alonzo Hawley plunges in for the short TD, and it's a 21-14 game. Late in the second quarter, Ojile will keep on the option to score. Spring Lake Park goes on to win 49-28. Cooper finishes the regular season 6-2.
Park Center's second half surge in football continued in the Pirates' final home game as they took on Irondale at Park Center. First quarter, Amani Hooker forced out of the pocket, but he gets away, runs 17 yards for a touchdown. It's 7-0 Pirates. Less than a minute left in the first half. Carl Altenberg rolls right, then throws back across the field to Elijah McClure. He'll shake a defender and score for a 14-0 Park Center lead. Third quarter, snap is on the ground here, but Altenberg darts a quick pass to Malcolm Richards. Malcolm Lawson gets out front and clears the way for Richards to go 44 yards for the score, and Park Center goes on to win 21-7.
Armstrong is also having a good season. The Falcons look to improve to 6-2 as they close the regular season at Benilde St. Margaret's. Early in the game, and Armstrong's Angelo Damiani tips a Benilde pass, and Nick Svensson picks it off and heads back the other way. Svensson picks up a few key blocks and goes 53 yards for the touchdown return to make it 7-0 Falcons. Later in the first quarter, play action for Collis Barber, and he rolls left and hits Nathan Ball, who strolls in for the 20-yard touchdown. It's 14-0 Armstrong after one. Second quarter, and Barber throws the fade for True Thompson, who moments earlier had a 50-yard reception to set up this play. Armstrong goes up 21-0 at the half. Benilde closes within 21-7, but Armstrong seals it as Thomas Barber scores. Armstrong, Cooper, and Park Center tie for second in the Suburban Red.
Breck's football team has not enjoyed as much success this season as hoped. The Mustangs played a wild game, though, in their regular season finale against Minneapolis Henry. Second quarter, and Henry's Corey Dixon makes a tough 6-yard run into the end zone for a touchdown, and it's 7-0 Patriots. Same score in the third quarter, and Henry's Todd Johnson quick kicks it. Ramad Bowman takes it on one bounce at the 18 and watch him go. This quick kick doesn't turn out the way like the Patriots had planned on. Bowman goes 82 yards for a touchdown, and it's a 7-7 game. Down 14-7 in the fourth quarter, and Bowman makes another big play. He'll strip the football from running back Catron Gray, and he is off and running again. 40 yards on the fumble return for a score, and it's 14-all. This one goes to overtime. And then a second OT. Javian Verzi around right end for a Henry touchdown. They'll make their extra point, and it's 21-14 Patriots. Breck responds. Levi Selmas, the delayed handoff, he'll pick a hole and score from 5 yards out. The Mustangs are down just one at 21-20. Breck goes for the 2-point conversion in the win, but Breck quarterback David Roddy is stopped short of the goal line as Henry celebrates. The Patriots edge the Mustangs 21-20. Now to the section playoffs in football.
Class 6A football has a changed look with a bracket of 32 teams already set. Here's a look at the local games involving, teams involving local teams on Friday night. Maple Grove, the second seed from Section 5, hosts Eastview. Wayzata, the second seed in Section 6, hosts Farmington. Osseo is at home against White Bear Lake. Totino Grace hosts Shakopee. Armstrong is at home against Woodbury. Champlain Park is at Stillwater. And Hopkins is at Rosemount.
Class 5A and lower have stayed with traditional section playoffs. In Section 5A, Spring Lake Park is the top seed, followed by Cooper and Park Center. The Pirates have a quarterfinal game Wednesday against Minneapolis Southwest. Spring Lake Park and Cooper have byes into the semifinals next Tuesday. In Class 3A, Providence Academy is the number 3 seed behind Glencoe Silver Lake and Belle Plaine. Providence hosts Jordan in the quarterfinals Wednesday. In Section 4-3A, Breck is the 3rd seed behind St. Croix Lutheran and Henry. Brooklyn Center is seeded 5th. The Centaurs are at Como Park in the quarterfinals, while Breck will host Roosevelt. Some interesting playoffs ahead. Jay, it'll be fun to watch Class 6A, a lot of home games for local teams, and then crossing over immediately with teams from other sections.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of matchups that we haven't seen before in recent years, or maybe ever in some cases. And I think we have a lot of teams from the area that really had good seasons. A lot of 6-2 records from some of the old suspects like Wayzata or Maple Grove, but also some new ones that hadn't been doing so well lately, like Armstrong and Park Center. And so, very interesting playoffs ahead, I think, for all these teams.
We'll take a break. We'll come back on Sports Jam in a moment. When we come back, we'll have a look ahead to the soccer playoffs, plus section girls tennis action. Stay with us.
Like football, the section playoffs in soccer get underway this week.
The Armstrong girls soccer team clinched the Northwest Suburban Conference title, and the Falcons look to wrap up the regular season with a win as they played host to Park Center on senior night. Falcons' Mariah Haberle scores from 20 yards out, and Armstrong's up 1-0 less than 7 minutes into the match. Later in the first half, Haberle, good crossing pass to Anna Hansen, who's all alone and scores. Armstrong is up 2-0, and that's the score at halftime. Second half, Bella Reeve with a nice pass ahead to Haberle. She'll go in alone and scores her 29th goal of the season, breaking the school's single season mark set by Megan Almanzo in 1998. Haberle adds one more for good measure, scoring on a free kick from 36 yards out. Armstrong flanks Park Center 4-0. We'll hear from the Falcons later in the show.
The Armstrong boys have had a tough season, but they came up big in their matchup with Park Center to end the regular season at Armstrong. Armstrong's number 13, Josh Adams, steals the pass here and volleys it ahead to himself. He wins the race to the ball and scores a nice goal just over 5 minutes into the contest. And Falcons goalkeeper John Slack protects that lead. The Falcons stun Park Center for a 1-0 win.
The soccer playoffs hit high gear this week. Here's a look at where the local teams are headed. In Section 5AA boys, Park Center is the #1 seed with Prairie Seeds Academy seeded second. Champlin Park is a 5th seed and Osseo 6th in a pretty deep section. In the quarterfinals on Thursday, Park Center hosts the Spring Lake Park Irondale winner. Champlin Park is at Roseville. Osseo plays at Mounds View, and Prairie Seeds host Centennial. Wayzata is the top seed in Section 6AA ahead of Minneapolis schools Southwest, South, and Washburn. Hopkins, Cooper, and Armstrong are in the 6, 7, 8 slots. Armstrong plays at Wayzata in the quarterfinals Thursday. Hopkins plays South, and Cooper is at Southwest. Maple Grove is now in Section 8AA, and they hadn't not seeded yet at this taping of Sports Jam.
In girls soccer, Maple Grove is the top seed in Section 5AA, followed by Coon Rapids and Centennial. Champlin Park is 4th and Osseo 5th. Park Center is 8th. The quarterfinals are Tuesday in this section. Park Center plays at Maple Grove. Osseo is at Champlin Park. The semis then are Thursday in the championship next Tuesday. In Section 6AA, Wayzata is the top seed with Washburn 2nd and Armstrong 3rd. Hopkins is the #6 seed. Wayzata hosts South Thursday at 5 o'clock. Hopkins plays at Armstrong at 7 p.m. in the quarterfinals. The semifinals are Saturday in this section. Section team champs will be crowned in girls tennis this week. In Section 5AA, 2nd seed Wayzata hosting Champlin Park in the quarterfinals. One single, Sam Stevenson for Wayzata, Allie Kelly for Champlin Park. Stevenson with a nice approach shot to set up the volley winner. Then it's Stevenson with a couple of nice forehands to win the point, and she takes it in straight sets for the Trojans. #1 doubles, Haley Bowden and Sydney Stern in the near court for Wayzata, Olivia Stensvad and Brittany Janney for Champlin Park. Good rally here before Janney will deliver a nice lob shot for the Rebels point. But Bowden and Stern win the match in straight sets. Stern gets the volley winner here for Wayzata. To two singles, Emily Reisman for Wayzata, Danielle Wolf for Champlin Park, and Reisman strokes a nice passing shot for the point here for Wayzata. Reisman rips another forehand winner as she goes on to a straight set victory for the Trojans. At third singles, Ava Marco for Wayzata and Bundy for Champlin Park. Marco drops in a backhand winner as the Trojans go on to win this one 7-0. Also in Section 5AA, 6th seed Maple Grove knocks off #3 seed Buffalo 4-3, so the Crimson face Wayzata in the semifinals Wednesday at Baseline Tennis Center at the U of M. Armstrong falls 4-3 to St. Michael Albertville. The Knights meet top seed Delano in the other semifinal on Tuesday. In Section 6AA, Hopkins falls in the semifinals to top seed Edina, while Benilde beats Eastview, and that section final is taking place at this Sports Jam taping. In Class A, Breck and Blake advance to the Section 4 final.
In prep volleyball, Northwest Suburban Conference leader Champlin Park looked to fend off a challenge from then second place Osseo. Set 1 between these two teams. Sydney Hilly puts it down for the Rebels. They win the first set 25-13. Set 2, Champlin Park builds the lead, but Osseo rallies. Lane Ruska back set to Azaria Reed for the Orioles kill. Then Ruska with the short set to Tina Bow for the big kill. But the Rebels pull out the set. Janae Alderson hammers the kill on set point. Champlin Park wins 25-20. Set 3, Hilly shows her versatility, getting a block for the Rebels point. And Alderson continues a big night. She'll deliver a kill, and it's Champlin Park up 19-13. On match point, Hannah Crimble puts down the free ball. Champlin Park wins the set 25-14, and they sweep Osseo 3-0.
The Rebels competed in a tough tournament over the weekend as well. In the semifinals of the St. Michael Albertville tournament, Wayzata edged Champlin Park 25-20 and 26-24. The Trojans then lost to Rosemount in the title match, while Champlin Park downed Tracy Milroy Ballaton to take third place.
The state's top girls swimming teams met up at the True Team State Meet. Wayzata was edged by rival Minnetonka at the state True Team Meet. Edina made it a sweep of the top 3 spots for Lake Conference teams. Armstrong placed 9th and Maple Grove 11th. Wayzata's Carly Quast set 2 new school records at the meet in the 200-yard freestyle and the 100 backstroke. And Jay Brecht finished second in the Class A True Team meet.
That's right, and the regular high school league sponsor meet coming up just over a month away, November 18th through the 20th. Next up on Sports Jam, meet a versatile football standout for Park Center in our Sports Jam Spotlight. Amani Hooker might be the best football player in the state, and he's certainly one of the most versatile. Jason Melillo profiles the Park Center senior in this week's Sports Jam Spotlight.
Describe Amani Hooker in one word.
Phenomenal. That kid is doing things that you rarely see in high school.
He definitely is. Hooker plays quarterback, running back, receiver, and defensive back for the Pirates. He also returns kicks, and the senior excels in every phase of the game.
My dad always stressed being aggressive and physical and just knowing the game. So I guess when I was younger, I always wanted to play every position. Like my sixth grade year when I played right guard. So I mean, I'm used to playing everything, so I guess that plays a big factor now.
He'll push you to make you better. Everyone on the team, even if they don't play as much, he'll keep them up, make them work harder to get on the field. That's just his personality.
His IQ for the game of football is off the charts. And there's some times where he's playing quarterback, I let him call plays, and we just sit back and just let him go, give him an opportunity to, you tell us what you see.
And if you like stats as a way to measure skill, how's this? Hooker has 12 passing touchdowns, 4 receiving, 4 rushing, and 4 interceptions returned for TDs, including this one that went for 100 yards against De La Salle. Asked to pick his favorite position on the field, Hooker says it's on defense. The combination of hitting and having the chance to score is what he enjoys the most.
He has this saying, offense you wear a lot of makeup, defense you don't. And that's just when you're on the opposite side of the ball, you try to disguise stuff, and different formations where defense you just line up and man against man, let's go.
I like to hit and I like to make interceptions and take them to the house.
Hooker is verbally committed to Iowa for football.
I just really like the coaching staff, how they've been together for 10, 15 years and how they plan on staying, and just what they do to help develop players and to be one of the best players in the country, and that's the main thing, the coaching staff.
But right now he's hoping to lead Park Center on a deep playoff run, and even though Hooker himself won't talk about it, he's a top candidate to win Mr. Football.
I mean, he's done more for one team than any kid in the state. You look at his stats. You tell me one kid has got 4 or 5 pick sixes, and I'm not talking about 15 yards. He's got 60, 80 yards. What he does in the kicking game, all phases. I mean, our last 2 games, he's accounted for 10 touchdowns. We think, he should be.
Park Center did beat Irondale to finish the regular season with a record of 6-2. Hooker rushed for a touchdown in that victory. The Pirates host Minneapolis Southwest on Wednesday. Sports Jam returns in a moment as John talks soccer with the Armstrong girls.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. The regular season ended last week in high school soccer, and the section playoffs begin later this week. The Armstrong Falcons, Northwest Suburban Conference champion in girls soccer, and they join us now on the show. I'm with head coach Chris Adams, along with 2 of their outstanding players, Maggie Spellman and Mariah Haberle. And Maggie, first of all, congratulations on the conference title. What does that mean to you guys?
It's an incredible feat. We've been working on it for the last 4 years, and to reach it senior year is incredible. It's so exciting.
What has this team done well to get to this point in the season?
Well, we were worried about having to rebuild after what we lost last year, but I think we really pulled through, and you've seen it. We won.
The match against Park Center that closed out the regular season, a shutout win. I was impressed with your whole team game. Your offense played well. I think your defense is really outstanding. Have you been happy with the way your team has played defensively in front of Anna and net?
Yeah, I think we've really connected well, and we've built together very well, and I'm really excited for what the sections have in store for us.
I know last year you were disappointed to lose in that second round of the section tournament. Have you guys talked about that and trying to advance further in the playoffs this year?
Well, it's always been a goal to go to state, and I think it's definitely within reach this year, and we just have to play hard and not look over games.
Congratulations on the conference title. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Mariah Haberle, and tell me about this year for you personally. You get to become the all-time leading scorer with 30 goals now heading into the playoffs. Do you think about that coming into the season? Was that a goal, though?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a goal when you have Megan in front of you, and I couldn't do it without my teammates, though. They have to obviously give me the ball, and I think it's a really cool goal to have.
How much has this season been fun for all of you? You seem to have a good time together as teammates.
Oh my gosh, we laugh so much. We try to be serious most of the time, but once it comes down to jokes, and I love our team. We have such a great time together.
Watching your team play, you've got a lot of seniors and juniors that have a lot of experience, but you do have some of those young players. How much fun is it to watch those young, talented freshmen that you've got on this squad that see quite a bit of playing time?
It's so cool seeing them grow as players from the first game to now. They're so talented, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to do in the next few years after we leave too.
Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Head coach Chris Adams, and tell me about the last two seasons, how much fun this has been with the team success that you've had here at Armstrong.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. We've had great kids, a lot of talent, but we've also had kids that want to work hard, and they come out and they do the right things at practice, and they're really coachable. They come into games with great attitudes, and we've been very fortunate to have two really good seasons back to back, and so we're just kind of enjoying the ride.
How much fun is that for you as a coach, not only having talented kids, but kids that will put in the work and put in the effort to get the success that you see on the field and on game nights?
Personally for me, that's non-negotiable. When we go through our tryout process, we look for kids that are coachable, kids that are going to have that kind of mentality, because I think for us in particular, we've seen chemistry is so important to this team, and so finding girls that are willing to work hard for each other, finding girls that are willing to improve together, I think is sometimes even more important than talent, and so we really look for that, and that's a very conscious decision on our part.
Congratulations on a great regular season. Good luck in 6AA here.
Thank you very much.
Chris Adams, head coach of the Armstrong Falcons, and again, they will begin playing later this week here at home in the 6AA playoffs. We'll take a break, but as we go to break and come back on Sports Jam, here's a look at the Section 6AA breakdown for the tournament.
Nice catch right here. Boom, boom, bang.
She's onside, and she scores.
Local Vote 2015 focuses on candidates that make decisions close to home. Hear from the candidates on Channel 12 and join us for election night coverage.
Channel 12 is back with a new year of high school sports. Tune in for complete game action all season long. College to the end zone touchdown, Maple Grove. Our games will be live on the web via live stream, and most you can catch live on Channel 12. Follow us on Twitter at 12 Sports. And for a complete list of games, go to 12.tv.
Engelbrecht lines it up, fires, and scores.
Channel 12, your local source for prep sports. And that's it for Sports Jam this week. Thanks for watching.
Next week, plenty of playoff football and soccer and a whole lot more. Have a great MEA week, and see you next time right here on Sports Jam.